grant. Now the budget showdown is turning ugly. Tomorrow is the deadline to have a budget in place. So far, no agreement, though. This afternoon, police arrested protesters angry over the looming cuts. NBC5 Charlie Wojcicki is live with more on what a state shutdown means to you. Charlie.
Well, Rob, there are two schools of thought on the state budget. Either make drastic cuts, that's what the governor wants to do, or raise revenues. That's what some other folks would like to do. And today they took their message here to the office of one of Illinois' wealthiest CEOs. They say they don't want the state to balance its budget on their backs. That's why protesters marched to the headquarters of Citadel LLC. 9 were arrested. Among the marchers, Terry Bridgeforth, who says he depends on state-funded services.
I have a mental disorder, and because of that, I stay in a nursing home. So there's a lot of people in a nursing home like me that will be affected by budget cuts.
Those services are now in jeopardy after Governor Bruce Rauner vetoed a Democrat-backed budget plan that he says still contained an almost $4 billion gap. Today on the South Side, progressive leaders met to talk about new ways to raise state revenue, including a progressive income tax, a luxury services sales tax, an increase in the corporate income tax, and a bad business fee.
Now is the time for action, not just to band-aid the budget gap, but to move our state and our people forward.
For now, the standoff continues in Springfield with a very real threat of a state shutdown on Wednesday, July 1st, the start of the new fiscal year. If that happens, the changes may not immediately be noticeable. State police will keep patrolling the highways. State workers will still be asked to come to work in state parks will remain open for the 4th of July holiday. The big difference, the state can't pay for anything.
When we do this, people's lives will be lost, and people's lives will be irrevocably harmed.
So what can happen over the next couple of days? Well, either there could be an agreement, there could be an extension reached between the governor and the legislature, or the government could go into a shutdown mode. That will be okay because the next set of checks doesn't come out until July 15th, so that gives them a little bit of breathing room to try to get a deal done. Reporting live in the South with Charlie Wojcicki, NBC5 News. Back to you, Rob.
Busy week ahead, Charlie. Thanks. More on the budget showdown tomorrow.